Washington's going to have a lot of decisions to make this offseason. I think we've talked significantly about Adam Peters said it. Got to get younger, faster, stronger, right?
Yeah.
But you also are going to need a roster. like it's easy to say, get rid of everybody, but it's 30 people. Like, there's only, even now in the expanded roster era of 70, somebody's coming back. So I have this list of all the pending free agents. Now, a couple of them are restricted. You get to find out what happens with the restricted guys sooner. That happens before true free agency opens. But kind of the big ticket, the top salary guys at the top of the list, I'm curious where you land on this. Let's start with the top of the list, because I got asked this a bunch. I don't know where I was. I was somewhere, and a bunch of random people were asking me, what are they going to do with Debo? What do you think? Let's do should and will. What do you think should happen with Debo? What do you think will happen with Debo?
I think if the should and the will, that's going to be the same thing. They're going to have a conversation with him to see where the price is and try to sign him at a feasible price. If it gets too high, I think they're going to move on.
I can't stress this enough. The salary cap is $300 million. I think a dude like Debo, last year they converted some bonuses to cash to make it easier to get out of this year. I think Debo's going to get damn near
one. In what year is he in?
Debo is going to be 31, I believe.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
So if you're trying to get younger and faster, as they stated, that don't seem to fit.
He just turned 30.
Okay.
He just turned 30 in January. Had a good season. Also, a knock on Debo over the years has been health.
Yeah.
I mean, he played 16 games, started 12 of them. He was dealing with that foot thing for a little while, but like Debo said it himself 2 years ago in San Fran, he was overweight. He dealt with pneumonia and just got out of shape a little bit. I don't think there were any of those questions. I think Debo pushed it hard, was in shape all year.
Hey, I think him, the way he was last year, he was a big plus for them.
And I think in games where they had Terry, Debo was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
For me, from Washington's perspective, though, you got to get younger and faster at the receiver position.
Yeah.
Because you got a couple other pending free agents, right? Noah Brown.
That's out.
That's got to be done.
I think that's done.
That's got to be done.
But I think I think what we get caught up in, Jay, we automatically look at the people on the squad right now and say who should come back, who shouldn't. You might want to look and see who's becoming free agents out there.
Sure.
Because those guys, you may look at them and say that person is younger and faster and maybe less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think what's been becoming free agents and guys that are looking for opportunities on other teams may be the answer to the question that we're thinking about.
But I think of the receiving group, Noah Brown and Chris Moore is a pending free agent. He's 33 years old.
No.
You're not making much there, but like, I think the approach at receiver was proven incorrect. It was proven that you couldn't sustain one injury to Terry, and then the whole operation kind of fell apart. And you got to build the operation up better. So the Debo question, I don't know. The next highest ticket item is Bobby Wagner. Bobby's 35. I think it'll be 36 by week 1. And I recognize there were problems in coverage, but there's linebackers all over the NFL that struggle in coverage.
As I've stated, I said many a times, bro, people can sit up there and say about the age thing. It didn't make a difference what the age is. Legitimate running back, pass route running back is going to beat most linebackers all the time. When I was playing, I didn't care if they were 21 or 31. I cooked them. And if you don't cook them as a running back, you don't hang around very long.
Right. Now, he's 36, so it's not 31. But
I'm saying...
my point is, he's productive. And ideally, you can get him in better situations.
Yeah. First and second down is his key.
Right.
You start getting third down, you need to have somebody else on the field. And let's just remember this, too. If you can get more pass rush, he won't get put in those situations very often.
I agree, man. I think... I don't know I don't know that you definitively bring Bobby back. Landville, open these phones because people are going to yell at me about this. 800-636-1067. 800-636-1067. We'll open the phones maybe this whole hour because we got Standing coming at 1. But I think any sort of rash decision that's like Bobby's got to go, he's the problem, you're missing the boat. He was not the problem. Like, there were problematic situations with Bobby Wagner, but he was good. Like, highly, highly productive. And if you want to just say, like, oh, there was who else was going to make the tackles, you still got to make them.
Yeah.
And I don't know that you bring Wagner back, but I just...
It comes down to, does Bobby want to play anymore?
That's a fair question, too. I don't know that answer. He strikes me as a dude that wants to keep playing, but I don't know. But Wagner last year went for 162 tackles, 4.5 sacks,
a lot of damn tackles.
2 interceptions. It's not. It's not all bad there. I know how I feel on this one. Marcus Mariota, again, a free agent.
Yeah.
They went through this last year.
I think you've seen what he's capable of, and I think it's worth it to keep him on your roster.
Now, that is unless he gets an offer, right? Like, I mean, if you look...
that always is a standard there.
Well, and that happened last year. He's like, I owe it to myself to at least see what else is out there. I mean, if you look around the NFL, the Jets quarterback situation is a mess. Could Marcus start there? If Miami releases Tua, and I don't know that they will, could he start there? I don't know what the Browns are doing, but they do have a Pro Bowl quarterback. The Raiders, you're going to draft Mendoza? You want him going right away?
Probably so.
I mean, there are spots where if Penix injured that knee in like November, right?
Yeah. But they were going to release Kirk, but they said they're planning to bring him back.
Well, now Kirk's contract's going to expire, so Kirk gets to call his shot again now. Mm-hmm. But what's funny is some of these teams we mentioned, Marcus has already been there, Atlanta and Vegas.
Yeah.
And then the Cardinals, what are the Cardinals doing? I think Marcus will have more options than people necessarily understand. I think he should be a priority, though.
But you got to wait and see what happens.
Right. That's not going to happen fast.
Yeah.
Let's let Aaron in Suitland weigh in on Bobby Wagner. Aaron, where are you at on Bobby Wagner's pending free agency?
Man, hell yeah, I'm bringing him back. Listen, let me ask you a question. You have to look at the pros and cons, right? What does he do the most of? I mean, what is he least efficient in? Covering, right? I mean, he had more tackles than probably almost as much as the next 2 tacklers that we had combined. Last year, he increased his tackles from the year before. I think he only had 4 or 5 years where he had as many tackles as he has now. He played, 16, 17 games? I mean, is he a liability in coverage? Yeah, we'll blitz him or get him off the field. You got to bring him back. You got to bring him back just based off of his stats alone. Don't look at the age. Look at his production. That's what you have to look at, right? And just like BMitch just said, if we get pass rush, then guess what? He won't be that much of a liability, in coverage. Listen, McGee is not ready. I mean, he didn't show me anything, and that's supposed to be, his replacement. And I just don't think that he's ready at this point.
I think McGee showed more than nothing, but
no, I didn't say nothing. Right.
I also think you can look at. I think the draft could impact this when there are some stud linebackers, presumably. And, if you're going to go high with a linebacker, or even if you're able to trade back, but you take a first-round linebacker, I think that impacts things too.